Welcome, Fright Night Vault listeners. Whether you're listening alone in the dark or with the lights on pretending you're not scared, you've found the right place. Before we get into tonight's story, I've got a small favor to ask. If you enjoy these nightly tales, take a second to like the video and subscribe, and drop a comment to let me know where you're listening from. I read everyone. Something new is coming tomorrow night, and it's worse than this. Now imagine this. You're lying in bed late at night. The house is quiet, too quiet, and then faintly, from the bathroom, you hear it. Drip, drip, drip. But it's not the faucet. It's a whisper, not loud, not clear, but unmistakably human. It's coming from the shower drain. You lean in just to make sure you're not imagining it. And this time, you hear it more clearly. Hello? Tonight's story follows a woman named Lydia, who recently moved into a cheap rental house on the edge of town. It's older than it looks, remodeled but not restored. The plumbing makes noise, the lights flicker, and the bathroom smells faintly of mildew no matter how many times she scrubs it. At first, she blames the weird sounds on the pipes. Houses creak, water moves. That's all it is, until the voice starts speaking her name, and not just whispering, but talking back, asking questions, desperate ones and angry ones. Every night, it gets louder. Every night, it comes from deeper in the drain. Is it a ghost, a hallucination, a warning, or is the drain more than just a drain? One thing's certain, once it knows your name, you won't be able to ignore it. Tonight's story, Voices from the Drain, starts now. The first time Lydia heard the voice, it was almost nothing. A faint ripple under the usual drip of water, like static in a dream. She was brushing her teeth and paused, toothbrush hanging from her mouth, head tilted. Must be the pipes, she muttered, and bent back down. But that night, as she lay in bed, the faucet in the bathroom gave a slow drip, 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 and between the drops, she swore she heard something whisper her name. Lydia. She sat upright, heart pounding. Silence. She left the bathroom light on the rest of the night. The house was a rental, cheap, old, and slightly slanted. Her landlord had warned her it had personality, which she now understood meant creaks, faulty outlets, and a bathroom that smelled like it had never truly dried out. Still, she needed the space. After her divorce, privacy was a luxury, and she didn't believe in ghosts. Not yet. The second time she heard it, it came during a shower. She was rinsing shampoo from her hair when something just beneath the roar of water cut through. Help. She froze. Soap still in her hair, she reached out and shut off the faucet. The silence was complete until... Please. It came from the drain. Not loud, but real. She backed out of the tub, dripping, heart racing. The voice didn't follow. She told herself it was a dream, maybe the heat, the acoustics, anything. But then the voice started speaking during the day, from the kitchen sink, from the bathtub, from the basement floor drain. Sometimes just whispers, sometimes fragments of sentences, sometimes pleading, and always, always calling her name. She called the landlord. He laughed. That old house? Yeah, it talks, creaks and groans. Plumbing's a mess. When she told him the voice knew her name, he stopped laughing. You keepin' the drains sealed at night? She blinked. What? The stoppers. You got the plugs in, right? Don't let them stay open after dark. Click. He hung up. She bought drain plugs the same day. For a week, things were quiet, but the silence felt angry. And then, one night, she forgot the plug. She woke up to the sound of rushing water, but the taps were off. She crept into the bathroom, heart pounding, the hallway light flickering behind her. The plug had been removed. The drain was open, and something was breathing from inside it. Deep, ragged breaths. She dropped to her knees, grabbed the plug, but before she could jam it in, a voice screamed from the darkness inside, "You let me in!" The drain bulged upward, like something massive was trying to squeeze through. She slammed the plug in and ran. She didn't sleep. The next morning, the drain was still sealed, but there were fingernail scratches in the porcelain around it, tiny, desperate. That night she packed a bag. She didn't care about breaking the lease, but as she reached for the front door, the sink gurgled. Water surged up from the drain, not into it, from it. It sprayed across the counter, across the mirror. The lights flickered, the temperature dropped, and on the fogged mirror something wrote 2 words. "Stay here." She ran, left the lights on, the windows open, the keys on the table. 2 days later, she returned with a friend to collect the rest of her things. The drains were dry. The house was silent, except in the bathroom, where the mirror now bore a single sentence, scratched deep into the glass. "Where did you go?" If you enjoy these types of horror audio stories, just add a like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps keep the vault open for the next brave soul. And remember, don't listen too closely to the sounds from your drain. You might hear someone listening back. See you on the next one. If you made it this far, you're one of us. Subscribe so you don't miss what crawls out next.